with a round all about social media. Please buck up your ideas for Katherine Ryan.
Thank you, Richard. Social media is a great new invention which brings people together and allows us to connect in a positive and constructive way. It's also a great context for women to express political views in a safe and permissive environment. People will often respond to your ideas with supportive phrases like, "Shut up, bitch, what do you know?" Also, "I bet you talk less shit with my dick in your mouth."
Sorry.
Because as we all know, there's nothing more manly than abusing someone while hiding behind a made-up name and a photo of Thanos. So, Richard,
yes.
I thought I'd take some of that positivity and wrap it up in a song to perform for you tonight. To help me, I have enlisted the help of the brilliant a cappella band, the Sons of Pitches.
Yes.
Yes. They're incredible.
Well.
But this is how the game works. During our performance, you will see some genuine DMs that I have been sent through social media. With each of them, you've got to guess what words I have removed. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Then here we go.
It's the Sons of Pitches and Katherine's rap. Try to keep up, try to fill in the gap.
Bitch, dumb, ass, looking bitch, fake. Every time I see you, I want to masturbate. Your blank obsession is the only reason I dislike you. As a stunning, handsome man, I know that hurts you. Okay, now the musical interlude. Please think about what you believe is in the blank, all right? Round 2's coming now. Your skin looks like frosty vanilla, and your body is 90% filler. I'd love to look like you, but I'm afraid of needles. I'd love to be blank, but I can't afford procedures. What would they love to be? What would they love to be in my DMs? Please guess now. Yeah, we get it, you're a single mom. Go back to America or wherever you came from. Somebody just told me you got blank. What the actual fuck? You're not allowed to be happy. What did I get? What did I get that made them quite disappointed? Not allowed to be happy. Here we go. You're my 7th favorite female comic, but I think there's only 6, so spin on it. Quit the jokes, because you should be turning tricks. Would you be interested in selling some blank? What would I be interested in selling? They want to buy it. Anything for this one. You make me smile, but that ain't the whole story, because love is tough, especially when you're horny. I'm not saying that I'm looking for a moaner, girl, you make me what? But it's hard with a boner, hard with a boner, hard boner, hard boner, hard boner. What's hard?
Hard with the boner. Great and true.
So let's see. This is the first question I was sent. Your what obsession is the only reason I dislike you. Ivo, which one did you pick?
I picked Kardashian.
Ooh. Desiree, what have you gone for?
I went back and forth on this because saying that you were obsessed with Jimmy Carr would have been a solid diss because you work together so much, but I feel like in your heart of hearts, it is the Kardashians.
Okay. What about you, Richard?
I thought if someone was trying to undermine you,
Yeah.
that person may well themselves like the Kardashians, but would be upset about your like of Carr.
Yes. Let's see what the real answer is. Of course, Kardashian. Ivo points to you. Desiree points to you. Richard, I'm afraid it's no points this round. The second question I was sent. I'd love to be what, but can't afford procedures. Have they gone for your tribute act or a feminist? Ivo, which one did you pick?
I think, and I can't stress enough how little I agree with this, I think it's a feminist.
Desiree, what have you chosen?
I went with your tribute act because I feel like that's the more personal dig.
Richard.
Yeah, I put feminist.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, the real answer was feminist.
Yes.
Well done.
That's right.
Points to Ivo, points to Richard. No points this time, Desiree.
No.
Good.
Sorry. The third message I was sent. Someone just told me you got what? Did they say, I got another puppy or I got married? Ivo, which one did you go for?
I've written a puppy.
A puppy would make me very happy indeed. Desiree, what have you put?
I put married. I feel like it's the more personal thing, and these guys always go for like the jugular and something even grosser.
And Richard?
I really understand how men hurt women too. And so I also put married.
I can reveal the answer is married. Got married. That's a point for you, Richard, and a point for you, Desiree. Sorry, Ivo. Question 4. Would you be interested in selling some what? Now, there's no multiple choice here. You could have put anything.
Okay.
Ivo, what have you written?
I'm not proud of this, and if it's wrong, then it's going to be a PR disaster.
Okay.
Okay.
But I've gone with nudes.
Oh! People reach out to me for nudes of male comedians. I'll let you know that. They think I have access. Do you have nudes of Ivo Graham?
Imagine if I sent my own nudes to Katherine. It's nothing to do with it trying to titillate you. I just know you've got a bigger audience.
Yeah.
You'd be able to pass these nudes on.
I put them online myself. I got nothing.
Desiree, what have you put?
I think you said something about dicks in the last line, and I thought it would rhyme. And also, people in the public eye are often approached about like products to sell. That I said lipsticks.
Oh, lipsticks.
Because it rhymes with dicks.
Nice and clean. Richard, what have you put?
I put non-fungible tokens.
Ooh. Let's see what the real answer is. Would you be interested in selling feet pics? Feet pics.
Obviously.
One hates to beg for half a point in this kind of environment.
Yes.
They are nude feet.
Nude feet.
Ivo, I would love to award you half a point,
I won't answer with
but
my-
no points, anyone, for that
Okay.
round. This last message. Girl, you make me what? But it's hard with a boner. Okay, Ivo, what have you chosen?
I've gone with puke.
Puke.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ivo. Desiree, what have you put?
I thought puke at first, but I think it's laugh because that's the sort of diss of like, oh, you're funny, but you're hotter than you are funny, and I'm still gonna demean you as a woman. I think it's laugh.
And Richard?
I put puke just because I was trying to think which would engage the most systemic demand for blood.
I love where you're thinking, Richard. I can reveal the right answer for the final time in this quiz. Girl, you make me laugh, but it's hard with the boner. Points for only Desiree. And at the end of that round, Ivo, 2 points. Richard, 2 points. Desiree, 3 more points.
Okay. When I found out I could do absolutely anything, I thought maybe I should do something I love, and I love music. Then I thought about it a bit more and I realised, hang on, I can do anything. And I've always wanted to jump out of a plane. So I recorded all my questions ahead of time. You'll see them pop up on the screen here. So everyone, get your pens ready, as my music pop quiz will begin now.
Hey, Bruce, before you go up, what's the Wi-Fi password?
My mum.
In 2003, Girls Aloud covered which song by the Pointer Sisters? This was the first country with an Oscar. Which gorilla? What was it? What was the thing? Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I got like 1 question out. Oh, my God. Let me do it. The gorilla in the Cadbury's advert drums to which song? This is mad. 5 Colours in Her Hair was the first #1 for which band? Woo! This is awesome! Fine. What is Coldplay's first studio album? See you in a minute. Oh, that was awesome!
Was that option offered to either of you?
No day trips, nothing.
I wasn't offered any of these options.
Can I just say, when you were asked what you want to do, what did you say?
I did say I wanted to be left alone.
Right. So, the first question that I asked was, in 2003, Girls Aloud covered which song by the Pointer Sisters?
If it'd been any other year with Girls Aloud. It's just 2003.
All right, let's see what you put. What was your answer, my love?
Jump.
Jump. Bob, what was your answer?
I put It's Raining Men.
Oh. And how about you, Richard?
I put Fight the Power. But I don't know that the Pointer Sisters originally wrote it. That was my only hesitation.
The correct answer was... Jump!
I never get...
That is 1 point to you, Kerry, yes!
Oh, and you jumped out of a plane, do you see?
Jump.
Come on! You're on it. You're on it. I then asked, what was the first Bond theme to win an Oscar? You look confident, Richard.
I'm a gifted actor.
Shall we see what you put? Kerry,
Yep.
let's go.
I'm not confident, but I'm going with Live and Let Die.
Oh, OK. Bob, what did you put?
I put Diamonds Are Forever.
And Richard?
I put Wi-Fi is forever because I thought, aren't we trying to link it into the video now when you mentioned Wi-Fi? And then I put Thunderball underneath it.
And the correct answer was... Skyfall!
Oh! Oh, man.
I then asked, the gorilla in the Cadbury's advert drummed to which song?
Gosh, this really is a Jenga of puns.
Come on. I like that smile, Bob. That's a confident smile.
Yeah, I'm confident.
Kerry, what did you put?
Is it In the Air Tonight?
Bob?
In the same, In the Air Tonight.
Richard?
It's In the Air Tonight.
The answer is... In the Air Tonight!
Yeah. But that's very clearly Day.
You all get a point now. This is... Bob, you're in the game.
I'm in the game. Yeah.
All right, I then asked question number 4. 5 Colours in Her Hair was the first #1 for which band?
Yeah, I'm very confident.
I'm not.
All right, Kerry, what's your answer, my love?
I've got no confidence in it. I've gone for 4 non-blondes.
Have you not got onto the theme yet, babes?
I know. Yes, but then there was nothing coming to me with the theme, so I just stuck with 4 non-blondes.
OK, all right. Bob, what about you, babe?
I put The Fall.
The Fall. Oh, so good,
Oh, you
Bob.
stuck with the theme.
Oh,
Very
Richard,
nice.
how about you?
The Windy Boys.
Is that even a band?
They're a cappella.
I love the Windy Boys.
Yeah, they all wore shorts.
Was the singer called Windy?
Yeah, he was called Windy Peter.
Where are they from?
Felixstowe.
The answer was... McFly! And finally, after I safely returned to the Earth, I asked you, what was the name of Coldplay's debut studio album?
I've spent my life trying to tune Coldplay out. And now you're asking me to recall stuff they've done.
Just one stuffs.
OK, how do you spell cagoule?
That would make a nice tattoo, wouldn't it? How do you spell cagoule?
That would be all the way down your arm.
All right, Kerry, what have you got, my love?
Parachutes.
Oh, good
course.
one.
Parachute.
Parachutes from Bob. Cagoule.
I wrote cagoule. But I don't know if I have spent... Have I spelt it correctly?
It doesn't matter, babes. You got it wrong. The answer is parachute!
Yes!
Richard, you scored 1 point.
OK.
Bob, you scored 2 points. But Kerry, you scored 3 points.
What?
Well done, Kerry.
Come on!
I pulled it back!
It's all about the girl.
Yes. Thank you. Hello. I'm Bill Bailey, and it's time for my round all about grandmothers. time for a transition sequence. You're probably all wondering what you're doing up there, wearing lots of noisy instruments. Well, I'll tell you. It's a musical twist on Grandmother's Footsteps. Here's how it works. Richard will play Grandmother, indicated by the shawl and the dour demeanour. Your task is to silently creep towards him. When he turns round, you must stop still. If he spots you moving, he can send you right back to the start. And just to sort of highlight the specialness of this occasion, I've written a special song. This is called Grandmother's Footsteps. Grandmother's footsteps, grandmother's footsteps, why? Why? Grandmother's footsteps, grandmother's footsteps, why? Why? Why would you creep up on an old defenseless woman? This is a shame, she's lived a life free of blame. But in this case, you can creep up on this so-called grandma. In the context of a game, the clue is in the name. It's grandmother's footsteps, grandmother's footsteps. What? Sorry, what? Grandmother's footsteps, why? Why? Just creep up, don't harm or hurt her. Just try not to alert her. OK. All right. Now, I'm going to ask you questions about grandmothers. For each one you get right, you not only win a point, but get to take 3 steps forward towards Richard. A potentially vital head start. OK. Here we go. Question 1. Her Royal Highness the Queen has a whopping 20 grandchildren and great-grandchildren. But which historic monarch was nicknamed the Grandmother of Europe? Write your answers down.
That's what I would have thought, yeah.
Which historic monarch was nicknamed the Grandmother of Europe? OK, Josh, what did you put?
I've gone Queen Victoria.
Queen Victoria? OK. Tanya, what did you put?
Queen Victoria.
OK, and Joe?
Queen Victoria.
Queen Victoria. And the answer is Queen Victoria. So, Josh, Tanya and Joe, you all got that right. You may all take 3 steps forward.
See you in a bit.
1,
2,
that's what I was
3.
1, 2, 3.
Question 2. Gangster Granny is a book by which celebrity author?
So easy.
Thank you.
Do you know who it is?
Thank you, Brain.
All right. OK, Josh, have you got an author?
I've gone David Walliams.
David Walliams. What about you, Tanya?
I went David Walliams, spelt correctly.
David Walliams, spelled correctly. Excellent, Joe.
Enid Blyton. David Walliams.
David Walliams, yes, well done. OK, well done, everyone. You all got it right. Take 3 steps forward. That's it. Now, this is where it gets crucial, everybody, so no movement in the audience. Hey! I saw that, Joe Brand.
I don't see why Josh is being punished for his honesty, quite frankly.
All right.
Hey, it's not your round.
No.
It sort of is. It literally is.
It's Bill's round.
No.
Is it? I thought it was Richard's round.
This is my round, subcontracted to Bill. It's my round. Joe, stand down.
I think it's going fine.
You two,
where are you going?
back it up. Back it up. Back it up 4. Back it up 4 now. Back
You
it up.
just said to
back it up.
stand down.
You back it up. You're on the same level as Josh. Back it up.
This is 4.
Back it up.
Ready? OK, let's go. OK, let's carry on. Joe's literally leaving the studio. Here we go.
All right, OK. Now, I'm going to say that's just about stability.
OK, thank you.
I'm just going to rely on shadows.
Good job on my short ass.
Go on. Actually, really did my back in. It's excellent.
It's so good.
It's so good.
You're like some kind of wind chime ninja.
What is it?
This is one of the weirdest gigs I've ever done.
All right.
So, that was the end of the round. Well done, everyone. Josh and Joe, you scored 3 points, but with 4 points, it's Tanya. Thanks for playing, and to all grandmothers watching, we salute you. Grandmother's footsteps, why? Grandmother's footsteps, why? Grandmother's footsteps. Thank you very much.
Oh, gang, welcome to my round about attraction. Someone who knows a lot about what's attractive is my twin cousin, Little Testes. That's him. What you might not know is Little Testes is a men's rights activist. He's known in the right-wing rap community for his sick bars, such as, all these snowflakes about to get melted. Eat a nice booty, you bet your boy felt it. Very deep. But when it comes to attraction, okay, this is a man who knows what he wants. He knows what he likes. Now, what I find attractive, okay, is someone who knows how to pay attention, because I love attention and being paid. This is not about me. All right, it's about Little Testes. So I'm gonna hand it over to him, and this is how this round is gonna work. I'm gonna need you guys to keep your eyes open, keep your peepers peeped. You are about to see the world premiere of Little Testes' new music video. Roll VT!
It's your boy, Lil Testes. And I see you, girl. You got a grip on my soul, so just shut your pie hole. I'll tell you all you need to know. Yeah, meet you at a restaurant, won't let you have no bread. You want a giant steak, but I order salad instead. Yeah. You say you hungry, I know you want this meat. Yeah. Don't need a menu, I'm here for you to eat, cause that body's tight. And tonight's the night, gonna violate all your human rights. Of course, cause I know that that's exactly what you like. It is. Girl, that's what you like, I'm telling you, that's what you like. Don't you? You like it, girl, don't you? Want me in your world, don't you? Yeah, you love it, girl, don't you? I know you love it, girl. You don't need a mirror, girl. I'll tell you how you look. I will. I'll tell the truth. I never lie. Your boy's an open book. Your legs too skinny. Your hair too short. Ew. You're not athletic. You should try a sport. Tennis. You talk a lot, and it's not hot, but I accept you just as you is. Ooh. With an ass like that, you ain't gotta speak. So, girl, just zip your lip, please. You like it, girl, don't you? Oh, want me in your world, don't you? You do. Yeah, you love it, girl, don't you? I know you love it, girl. Don't argue. you? Girl, you really want me, and you don't even know. Yeah, I'll make your dreams come true. Go where you wanna go. Anyway, Paris, Milan, Tokyo, cost way too much. Ouch. We can go to my house. I'm not in a rush. Yeah, cause I got free parking and dogs outside barking. Romantic sounds to make love to. You like that, girl? Don't you? You like it, girl? Don't you? Of course. I know you love it, girl. Yeah. Girl, you really want me. Don't you, don't you, don't you, don't you, don't you, don't you, don't you? I know you want this me. Don't you, don't you, don't you? With an ass like that, you ain't gotta speak.
Well, thanks, little testes. Always great to have you around. Now, I know that was a lot to process, but let's see how much of it you were able to take in.
OK.
Whew.
I was very captivated. So I don't know how much I took in at all.
So why don't I kick it off with an easy one, Richard?
OK.
What was the name of the aftershave Lil Testes sprayed upon himself? James, what you got?
I have repulsion.
Olga, do you write some stuff?
I believe the pronunciation in French is repulsion.
Wow, with an I on it, like how the French do.
Yeah.
Great work. Richard?
I also put repulsion.
Wow, everyone's killing it. It was that scent that seems to be in every men's bathroom. Repulsion! Yes! Now, Little Testes mentioned 3 cities that he could not afford to travel to. Can you name 2 of them? You get nothing for writing an extra one. James, I'm gonna kick it off with you. What is your answer?
Paris and Leeds.
Olga, what have you got there?
Paris and Milan.
Great work. It looks like a penis with 2 separate balls. Richard, what have you written down?
I put Tokyo and New York.
I can tell you that he cannot afford to go to Paris, Tokyo, or Milan.
Son of a gun.
So a point just for you, Olga. Question 3. How many shots did Testes take? James, how many shots did you put down on that there pad?
6.
Love it. OG Olga, what you got there?
4.
Question mark?
Unsure.
Also looks like genitalia. You can't help it. As much it does. Richard, what do you have there?
Just a non-genital fall.
The correct answer was 4 shots.
Yes.
Yeah. Point for Olga and a point for you, Richard.
Thank you.
Got another question for you. What landmark was on the lock screen of Caramel's phone? Yes, go ahead and write that down. Think about it. It's a landmark. James, you got an answer for me?
I went with Big Ben.
Love it. Olga, what you got?
I cheated. I said 2 things, Big Ben and Houses of Parliament.
What about you, Richard?
Big Ben.
Great job. It was Big Ben. Yes. Yeah, great work. Okay, the last one. Savor it. Testes was bragging about the amenities at his crib. What did he mention as some of the romantic sounds available to make love to?
How many different sounds should we be writing?
1 sound.
OK.
James, did you write down a thing?
Yes. I put the sound of lions 69 in.
Olga?
Foxes making love.
Love it. Richard, what you got?
I thought it was dogs barking.
And you're right!
Yes.
Great job, Richard. Yes!
Tell us what we've agreed this round will be on.
This round will be on food and drink. Yeah.
That's right. I came up with the idea of and.
Yeah, correct. Thank you. Yeah.
Please continue.
Our round is all about food, most specifically the most important of the food groups, crisps. So please grab your tablets. Yeah. Let's rock and or roll. Here we go. It's the craze that's sweeping the nation, a game of salty mastication. How it works. Richard has had a chew on a crisp, and from the sound you gotta guess what crisp it is. So tell us from the crunch, is this a quiver or a monster munch? Yeah, we got a crisp, crisp. We got a crisp and it sounds like this. We got a crisp and it sounds like this.
James, do you reckon it's a Quaver or a Monster Munch?
I've gone for Quaver, Flo and Joan.
Hi. Kima?
I've gone for Munch.
Olga, Monster Munch or Quaver?
Monster Munch, baby. The answer is...
Quaver!
Wow.
Go on, James.
Yes!
We're gonna just clarify.
Feeling good about this.
Obviously a Quaver. I think we can all agree it's definitely a Quaver.
I don't think we can all agree.
Yeah, I heard the air of a Monster Munch in it. It felt like the folding of a Quaver, I think.
Yeah.
And you're missing the scream of a Monster Munch when you bite into a Monster Munch. Yeah, the classic.
Quaver's a longer crunch because of the folding. That's what I was thinking as well. And a Monster Munch, people think it's the loudest one, but it's actually, they're quite stubby, so it doesn't last that long if you crunch it. You wouldn't get a like that. It would just be...
There you go. And that is why you got the point.
Yes.
It's gonna be a long round.
History has been waiting for years and months and days, but now commence the battle of potato versus maize. There'll be bloodshed and hobbits to crown the crispy kings to decide is it a hula hoop or an onion ring. We got a crisp, we got a crisp, we got a crisp, and it sounds like this. We got a crisp, and it sounds like this.
Great songs, but this is ridiculous.
James, might you tell us who's the Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, I've gone for onion ring.
Why is that, James?
It was very close, but I think there was just a slight softness to it in comparison to what I'd expect from a hula hoop. Both would be short crunches, but I just think there was a slight crackle to it. And I'm going for onion ring on that basis.
Interesting.
Kimo, what do you reckon it is? I'm kind of scared to ask.
I've gone with H-hoop.
I've also gone for hula hoops because I felt it was a firm crunch. Well, the answer was... It was a hula hoop.
Wow.
I thought you were like a crisp whisperer for a moment there.
I really stood by my logic, and now I'm starting to doubt everything I know in life, everything I've ever thought.
We should hear it again just to make sure you really feel that feel,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, that's a hula hoop.
Of course that's a hula hoop.
That's a point for you, Olga, and a point for you, Kima. Well, there's another round. This one is a cappella.
Everyone's favourite genre.
Whoa! Is it a twiglet or a chipstick?
Absolutely excellent round.
That was a short little one for you there.
Do you know what both of those are, Olga?
I have no fucking clue.
What would you guess they are, based on the names Twiglet and Chipstick?
Chipstick is straight, Twiglet is wiggly.
Hey,
Yeah.
welcome to the country. You got it.
James, what do you reckon?
I've gone Chipstick, but this is the closest it's been, actually.
Kimo, what do you reckon?
I've also gone Chipstick, and I want to have reasons, but I don't.
Yeah, I respect it.
That's fine.
Okay. I've gone Chipstick.
Well, the answer was chipstick!
I'll do it again just to confirm it. Chipstick,
Yeah.
clearly.
That seemed the clearest.
Everyone gets a point.
Well, here we are at the final round, and it's nearly time for us to say goodbye. The game is almost over, and what have we learned today? Well, the real crisps are the friends we made along the way. But don't you cry, because we got one more round left for you. This last one goes out to the big daddies of the crisp world, the Walkers and the McCoys. In this final round, you tell us, does this crisp have a ridge or no ridge? One last time. We got a crisp, we got a crisp, we got a crisp, and it sounds like this. We got a crisp, if you guess what it is, we might give you a crisp, and it sounds like this. Everybody, we got a crisp, we got a crisp, we got a crisp, and it sounds like this. We got a crisp, we got a crisp, we got a crisp, and it sounds
absolutely extraordinary finish.
Oh, this is
Walkers.
the hardest.
McCoys.
And it's ridge or no ridge?
Ridge or no ridge?
Ridge or no
Walkers
ridge?
or McCoys?
That's an excellent question.
James, what do you reckon?
I feel like I've overthought this. I feel like, actually, I think it sounds like a ridge. But then I'm thinking, they expect us to say ridge. So they've gone with a ridgeless. But I'm going with my brain here, not with my ears, which I think is a mistake. I'm going ridgeless, but I reckon it sounded like a ridge, and I think I'm going to feel annoyed in the car journey home is going to be a long one if this is a ridge one.
Chemo, ridge or no ridge?
I've gone ridged for her pleasure.
Okay. I've got no ridge.
Got no
ridge.
Aye, aye,
Didn't hear a
aye.
ridge.
I was going to say, before we find out the answer, I am happy to carry on playing this game. We don't have to stop.
Well, the answer was Walkers, which is
no
ridgeless.
Right.
Let's hear it one more time. So that is a point to James and a point to Olga. So that is the end of We've Got a Crisp. And the points, Kima, you got 2 points.
Olga, you got 3 points.
And James also got 3 points.
Hello, everyone. So my round is about music, specifically love songs. I've got a lot of experience writing love songs. When I was 12, I started my own company where my mates would commission me to write love songs about boys they fancied. I would write the love song, we would record it onto cassette tape, we would put the cassette tape into said boy's school bag, said boy would avoid us into his 40s. So I've kind of updated my repertoire. I've written love songs about various well-known people, and all you guys have got to do is guess who they're about from the clues in the song. OK, guys, here is your first love song. He's been a priest, he's been a potter, speaks like an English Ray Liotta. If Ray Liotta spoke like that, he doesn't. A life with him would be ideal, as both behind his potter's wheel, like Ghost but with Savoy and chips. His name is slang for contraception. He'd bring his monkey to our wedding reception. And that'd suit me fine. I think that's quite an easy one to start with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sarah, who did you think that was about?
It was very easy because you did such a good impression and because he's one of my best friends. So the answer is Johnny Vegas.
Is he one of your best friends?
No.
I so believe that.
Imagine us hanging out.
I could totally imagine
Talking about our feelings.
OK, Darren, what did you write?
Yep, I also went with Johnny Vegas, the pottery wheel. Remember, he used to do that.
OK, lovely. And Jess, what did you go for?
I also put Johnny Vegas because it was very obvious.
But the answer was, indeed, Johnny Vegas. Yeah. Okay, you all get a point. Well done. Here is your second love song. She hates the West End, smokes meaningfully on stairs. I'd hand her fags and ignore her affairs. To be frank, she can cause a scene. If you're gonna buy her a gift, make it a pair of earrings. The danglier, the better. She's a solid gold trend setter. She's a walking dream with hair the colour of margarine. Good quality margarine, though, you know, from Ocado. Right, Sarah, what did you put?
I thought it was a beautiful song about a wonderful woman called Pat Butcher.
And Darren, how about you?
It's the OG Pat Butcher.
I love it. And Jess, what did you write?
I wrote also Pat Butcher, and then I think I put her real name, aka Pam St Clement. Is that right?
Well, the answer is Pam St Clement. Well done.
That's got a name, guys.
Now,
got a name.
I feel like Jess should either get a bit more for knowing the actress's real name.
I think so, because
But the
otherwise...
song was
they're
about not her as a woman,
Exactly.
it was about her
Ooh.
as a character, because you were like talking
Yeah.
about Frank, not about her work for the
Yeah,
RSPCA.
that is true. I think Sarah's right. Although, Jess, I'm going to give you extra kudos for knowing her name.
Yeah, that doesn't really wash in a game that is scored with points, though, is it?
I'm going to give you all 1 point. Sorry,
Can
Jess.
I have a bonus point?
Right, this is what I'm going to do. I feel like Jess's behaviour hasn't been exemplary.
Whoa! Whoa! What's going on?
Are you fucking kidding me?
This is what is going on.
Do you know what? Have your fucking points. I don't give a shit.
You know what I was about to do? I was about to say, you two can have 1 each and you can have 2, but after that you can have 1 as well.
Yeah! That's fair!
That's fair. Here is your 3rd song. This involves sound effects. Okay. Get ready. That's not a horse. Plop. Sizzle. Fuck off. Not you guys.
Plop, sizzle, fuck off. I have no idea what that was.
You have to have a guess.
It's a person.
I think plop might be a bit of a red herring.
Yeah.
Plop!
I've not listened.
Fuck off! It sounds like an angry chef. Like, what? What would it be?
Oh.
OK, I'm going with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Okay. I have an idea.
That
Did you do it?
actually...
Can you give him a
that was
clue?
groupthink.
I nailed it by being stupid.
Yeah. You're the Donald Trump of this episode.
Sarah, what did you put?
So when you started with all the sound effects, I thought it was an ASMR YouTuber or someone doing that tss and all of those things. But then you said plop, and I thought they don't normally plop on that because then no one gets the tingles. And then you said fuck off, and I realised it was Gordon Ramsay.
Okay. And Darren?
Well, pretty sure you saw me work that one out in real time. Yes, sizzle and fuck off made me think of Gordon Ramsay.
Okay. And Jess?
My logic was that it sounded to me like there were lots of animal sounds, but then it started to sound to me like those animals were being cooked. And I started thinking about maybe it's an angry farmer. Look, I've just gone with Old MacDonald.
The answer is Gordon Ramsay. Right, for my last song, listen up, here we go.
He grew up in Ipswich, but he doesn't talk like that, 'cause nobody in Ipswich does. He's one of a kind, but he does grow on trees and walls in the form of green fuzz. Went to Cambridge, likes to travel, directed 2 movies, probably good at Scrabble. He's the best height, which is 6'2". He wears glasses, is your final clue.
Sarah?
I thought it was a brilliant song with loads of great clues about the person that we've all fallen in love with this evening, Richard Ayoade.
OK, Darren?
I had the same. Is it Richard?
OK, and Jessica?
I've put Pamston Clement again. Richard Ayoade.
The answer is our very own Richard Ayoade.
I'm 6'1".
Did you say that you're actually 6'1"?
I'm 6'1".
Oh, it says 6'2" on Wikipedia.
OK. You could have ended with tons of fun.
In my round, Jess scored 3, Darren scored 4, and Sarah scored 4.
Hey, well done, everyone. Well done, great work, everyone.
So, my round
round is about my first true love, the late, great king himself, Elvis Presley. Sadly, due to budget and mortality reasons, the king can't be with us tonight. So instead, please welcome the UK's leading and most available hound dog impersonator. It's Elvis Presley, everyone.
Conversation, a little more action, babe. All this aggravation and satisfaction in me. A little less light, a little more bark, a little less fight, a little more spark. Shut your mouth and open up your heart and baby, satisfy me. Satisfy me, baby. Satisfy me. Thank you very much.
So for my round, you are going to have to describe famous Elvis songs to Elvis here whilst being all shook up on what I am going to call the pleasure throne. You'll each have 1 minute on the throne to describe as many Elvis songs to Elvis as possible.
I've got to say, this does look like it's about to pulverise my prostate.
Oh,
What is this? I can feel it from here, Katherine.
it is a stronger vibrate than I had planned. Nish, we'll start with you. Please come over and park yourself on the pleasure throne.
Now, I'm going to be frank with you. I mean, this is. Oh!
One of our leading political satirists.
Elvis, are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Nish, your time starts now.
This is very uncomfortable. Not in the middle, but the opposite of the middle, at the fringes, and the thing that
on the edge, on the edge,
and the opposite of falsehood or fantasy.
Man, that's the edge of reality.
Yes, it is the edge of reality. Okay, this is you're pursuing something that happens to you when you're in bed and your subconscious is processing the events of that day.
Chasing a dream, man. Something about chasing a dream. Follow that dream.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yes. This is correspondence of amour.
Love letters.
Yeah! Very good! Can I keep this?
Oh, wow. Well done, Nish. You successfully described 3 songs, so that's 3 points. You can go back to your normal seats. Amazing. Oh. Helen, you're up next. Come over here.
Oh, my God. This is not the IT crowd reboot we were hoping for.
Elvis, are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Time starts now.
Oh my God! I am in my. And then you're in your, and you're like. We're both like.
Oh, man, it's like in the head, in your head.
Yeah.
Suspicious mind.
Correct! Because I. Oh, God.
Is it love? Can you feel in love?
And in the, yeah.
In the heart?
And it's like, I honestly, it's just happening, and there's nothing I can do.
You just can't help falling in
Correct.
love.
It's what's happening to me right now. I am
Shake, rattle, and roll.
Oh, my God! You wear them on covering your toes.
Blue suede shoes. Oh, yeah.
I'm an angel. Damn it!
You got 4 songs right and so got 4 points. Well done. Richard, come and Richard, your time starts now.
OK, it sounds a bit like if you found something and it's an animal that can yap a lot.
Oh, hound dog, hound dog.
Right. OK. You were persistently in my thoughts.
You were always on my mind.
Thank you. The ardour that you show me shouldn't be overly hard.
Some kind of love,
Yes.
soft love,
and
sweet love.
a bit like with meat that you need to pound to make.
Tender, love me tender.
That's correct. Now, is there a sense in which you feel isolated? I do. Do you feel isolated after, say, midday?
Are you lonely?
That's right.
One of my favourites.
And you're free to gamble. I'm getting off this thing.
That was nicely done.
Wow.
Well done, you scored 3. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our Elvis impersonator, the great Mark Elvis Goddard.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And at the end of my round, Nick and Richard scored 3 points each, but Helen wins with 4 points.
Thank you very much. So I hail from a well-known city called Leicester. We're well known for our cathedral, our historic market, and the fact that we absolutely hate the scum from Derbyshire. It's fair to say that Leicester has also had its share of notable residents, so much so that a little while ago, the local newspaper, the Leicester Mercury, published the following article: the 100 most famous people from Leicestershire. But one name was notably missing, which was mine, Rachel Sarah Parris, just to remind you. But rather than be justifiably pissed off, it just inspired me to write a song all about Leicester and the 100+ people from there who were apparently more famous than me. So that's what my round's going to be. During the song, I'll stop and I'll ask you 5 Leicester-related questions. So take it away, me. Oh, thank you. And Gokwan, Red Cheese, the Elephant Man, Lisa Lashes, Graham Chapman, David Attenborough, John Ticker, Una Stubbs, Pork Pies, the Charlotte Pub, Peter Shilton, Walker's Crisps, Gary Lineker. They all come from Leicester. They're from mighty Leicester, and I'm gonna test you on them. I also come from Leicester, but I'm not obsessed. It's just a Leicester test. There's also David Icke, Manish Bhasin, Lady Jane, the 9-Day Queen, Stephen Fries, Shawadi Wadi, Gary Lineker, appeared on Match of the Day in August 2016 wearing just a pair of boxer shorts. But why? Why do you think Gary Lineker was in his pants in 2016? Johnny, have you got an answer?
Yeah, I think it's because he lost a public bet he made over Leicester winning the league.
And Sophie, what do you think?
I thought he'd probably just got really ripped.
And you, Richard?
I put either he'd had a breakdown or he was being held hostage.
And this is Leicester, so...
Maybe by another pundit.
I can reveal now that Gary was in his pants because Leicester won the league, so he was celebrating. But also, I would have accepted because he wanted to, and that's the kind of power that he wields. So that's a point for you, Johnny. Willie Thorne, Sue Townsend, Thomas Cook and Kevin Friend, King Richard III buried under a car park. But within a margin of 100 years, when did Richard III die? When did Richard III die? Within a margin of 100 years. OK, Johnny, what was your answer?
Mine was the 17th century.
Sophie, what have you put?
I put a really specific date, but I don't think it's correct.
All right.
1792?
OK. Richard, what do you think?
1485.
Oh.
Final answer.
Richard III died in 1485.
Yes.
Wow.
A-level history specialising in the Tudors.
I just never want to make love to someone and go, and by the way, you know who died in 1485?
That's not necessarily one of your go-to moves, is it?
There's never a wrong time to mention Tudor history.
OK. National Space Centre, ER's Parminder Nagra, Mark Morrison, who created Return of the Mac, Bradgate Park, Joe Orton, Daniel Lambert, Massive Man, Golden Mile, De Montfort Hall and half of Basement Jacks. They all come from Leicester. They're from mighty Leicester, and I'm gonna test you on them. St Margaret's Bus Station, Gary Lineker again. In 1996, Walker's released Salt and Lineker flavour crisps. But which England footballer refused a similar name-based endorsement? He said, no, I don't want that.
Can I get a point for successfully naming a footballer?
Not officially, but in my head, yes.
OK.
And we're going to come to you, Johnny.
I've just put Posh Spice's husband.
We'll leave it at that, Posh Spice's husband. Sophie, do you know his name?
Yeah, I do. I'd written David Beckham.
What about you, Richard?
Pele was the main one I put. And then John Barnes, who my father very much liked as a footballer, and seemed like a pretty decent chap.
The answer was, in fact, David Beckham.
Oh.
So... David Beckham did not want his own flavour of crisp. Any ideas on what the possible flavour was going to be?
Speck ham?
Cheese and Beckham?
It was Smoky Beckham.
Smoky Beckham. Yeah.
Do you see what they did? But he said no, not good enough.
You don't want to sound like you've just emerged from a fire.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a point for Johnny and a point for Sophie, and nothing for you.
OK.
Betty Driver was famous for serving which dish while landlady of the Rovers returning Corrie? Which dish? Betty Driver, Corrie. OK, Johnny, what did you put for this?
Hot pot with happy ending as option.
Sophie, what was your answer?
I don't know a lot about Betty Driver's cooking, so I said the dish she served was probably a saucer. She gave her with cups of tea.
I see. What about you, Richard?
Blood soup. Which is very similar to blood.
It was, of course, Betty's hot pot. It was the speciality dish at the Rovers returning. So a point for Johnny.
And can I stress a happy ending was a napkin?
John Deacon, Granby Hall, Sam Bailey, The New Walk, Engelbert, Humperdinck, Gary Lineker, the actor Richard Armitage, Cheese and Gary Lineker, Walker's Crisps, Gary Lineker, Gary Lineker. Gary Lineker once shat himself during an Italian 90 World Cup game against Ireland. But what I want to know is, how many pounds are there in a kilo?
Why is this specifically Leicester?
It's just the kind of thing you need to know if you're...
From Leicester?
From Leicester, yeah.
A lot of conversions going on there.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Johnny, what's your answer?
I put £1,000 or 100.
Like,
I kind of hedge my bets.
You've got to stick to one of them, Johnny. We're going to make you choose.
All right, I'm going for 1,000.
OK. Sophie?
I normally measure things in grams, but 12?
12.
Have you ever bought apples? Anyone here bought apples?
In pounds?
Yeah.
Pounds of apples?
Yeah.
What have you put then, Richard?
2.2, Rachel. 2.2. How many pounds are in a kilo? What kind of animals are on the show?
I can reveal, I think you know, the answer is 2.2 pounds in a kilo.
Thank you.
That's a point for you, Richard, obviously.
Some of us in show business still do the shopping.
OK. They all come from Leicester, they're from mighty Leicester, and I'm gonna test you on them. I also come from Leicester, but I'm not obsessed. That was my Leicester test. So I hope you enjoyed my little ditty about Leicester. At the end of that round, I can reveal that Sophie scored 1, Richard scored 2, but Johnny scored 3.